Hey, two. Hey, one. Hey, two. Hey, three. Hey, four. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Everybody get up. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Hey. Ho. Everybody get up. Everybody get up. I said, everybody get up. Everybody get up. I said, everybody get up. Everybody get up. I said, everybody get up.
Absolutely. To switch gears a little bit, I've been thinking about how spirituality kind of impacts maybe what's going on behind the scenes in terms of acting. I know that we've been involved in several church productions where there would be prayer sessions before rehearsal or before going on stage. There's several exercises that are very much in line with getting on the same vibe, if you will. So those are kind of, more far out occult kind of theories and practices, but they do kind of whittle their way into acting. So, what have you seen in terms of that? What kind of creativity, I don't know, how has being a Muslim impacted your creativity or your creative process going into?
Initially, my last name is Muhammad, so they automatically know, they'll assume if they don't know that I'm Muslim, and I'm like, yes, I am. And so when they hear that name, they know I'm Muslim. I don't think it's really impacted me. I know I did submit to one audition, and they were said something about a hijab, and I was like, yeah, I'm willing to wear my hijab if I need to be in this role. I don't have a problem with that. I've played a Muslim as a Muslim. I played a Muslim in called The Container, and we actually, that was my first time that I won a nomination for Best Actor in the Ovation Awards. That was back in the day when Denver Post was still given a paper,
right?
But I played a Muslim, and so those things, when I'm doing something that's already authentically me, is so fluid for me. It's easy.
Sure.
I mean, you're just being yourself. I think where I come some struggles with is when it gets to some kissing scenes or some more intimacy. I'm thinking, okay, I have to really. And I've done a handful of kissing scenes, I've done my share.
Yeah.
I've done my share. And so you got to be really comfortable in doing that because it sometimes is required. Now, I will say, Ice Cube, I'm sure, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so he's a big supporter and empathizer of the Nation of Islam. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't actually.
Well, yeah, he's a big supporter. He ran with the Muslims for years, especially in the 90s and the early 2000s. But if you ever watched him on any film that he's ever been in, you'll never see whoever his counterpart is playing his spouse.
Yeah,
you'll never see him do a kissing scene.
Huh?
Never.
Interesting.
Never. And those are some guidelines that that you can set standards for.
Yeah.
You say, I don't want to do it. Now, one thing, I don't do open mouth kissing. I don't do nude scenes.
Yeah.
I haven't done a nude scene.
Yeah.
And so they're just, so you have to set the parameters of how far you'll go to push the envelope.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always said I wouldn't want to do those things. I've been questioning it now just because of the role, Tandy Newton. I absolutely love her.
Yeah.
Her as the android in Westworld. There are some pretty damn nude scenes, but it's not sexual.
Yeah.
It's actually absolutely conducive to the part
Right.
and the story. So it's if it's meaningful, I guess I do, if there's such a thing. But but until I get offered that part,
you don't know yet.
Exactly. So but that's where it's kind of a slippery slope because
it is.
It's geez, okay, this is a great thing that I'm doing, and this is something I believe in, and I could really, I don't know.
I like I said, I've done intimate scenes where I've been in my underwear.
Sure.
Sexy underwear. and I'm kissing, but I mean, that's as far as I'm gonna go. If you took a picture of me from the backside and I'm walking out of the shower, or you can, how you can make it, a silhouette, I might do something like that. But
Sure.
I don't, and but that's an interesting thing. Did you see Django?
Yes.
What's her name? Carrie
Kerry
Washington. When she was in the box and she was completely naked, like something like that. I mean,
like I said, kind of conducive to the part, conducive to the story.
It has to be definitely conducive to the story, because there's no reason to just be, I'm going to be nude to just be nude,
and it definitely has to be a big box office kind of thing.
Like,
I ain't doing it for a student or independent film. I'm sorry.
Right. And they will, oh my God, they will test you. Oh my God. And I'm like, no. So,
you gotta have your scruples, right? You gotta have your...
there's just a lot of challenges. I know, so when I came into Islam, I was 19 years old. I had graduated a year and did like 1 year of college, and I came here into Islam, and, people were like, I told them, I was a model and I was an actor, and I was discouraged on continuing that.
Okay.
It wasn't very supportive at all.
I can see that.
It was like, and when I came, it was very structured, very strict. I'm not saying it's not structured now. I mean, but it was hardcore structured and strict. I mean, you can get, excommunicated for anything.
Yes,
and
sure.
So, there was several people that would say there's no reason for a Muslim woman to be in Hollywood. That wasn't my goal, was to be in Hollywood. My goal was to be a model and an actor, and that's what my talent was. And I knew that's what I wanted to do, and I was discouraged, and I was, and I struggled with it, and I would try to do things behind the scenes, and and I just felt guilty, like, I can't do this, because if I do this, people are going to judge me.
Right.
And, I'm getting a little emotional about that right now.
No, I don't blame you, because that's a hard thing, and it's in both. It's in both Christianity and the Muslim world, where, basically being quote-unquote prideful is frowned upon, and acting is, of course, looked at as a, profession where people are being prideful, and in some ways it is industry where you really have to put yourself out there. And at the end of the day, people like to see you. So, and that's just all that it comes down to. So it is a industry based on looks and those kind of things. So I could see that being a struggle. And
it was a struggle.
Probably, it's one of the reasons why I still consider myself non-denominational, because the minute that somebody tries to tell me what to do, hey, you're not my, you ain't my daddy. Well, you don't tell me what to do.
And the thing is, you get one life. Life. And I'm just going to read this little thing, because as I was doing a little research, because I thought this was a very important topic.
Definitely.
For choosing this, because as I was doing this, I got so emotional, because I was like, I have been approached several times in Denver by casting directors and directors from LA, like, why are you here? You should come to LA. But I did make the choice that I wanted to raise my children first.
Oh, yes.
I did not want to be bouncing around in LA.
You are a mother first.
Yes. That's one principle I stood on as a Muslim woman, is my family first. Yeah. And I've seen, this is why you see so many actors, female actors, who are having children like 40s and 50s.
Yes. Because
they put their career first.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to my faith and my spirituality, my family comes first, hands down. And even with, what's the rapper? I mean, not the rapper, the comedian, Monique.
Okay.
You know Monique, right? She even had that same problem with her first relationship, her first marriage, to the point that her son didn't even know her, because she was always hustling and grinding, because she was, trying to get gigs and stuff. And I was like, I'm not going to be
demanding.
that. Yes. I was like, I'm not going to be that woman. I'm not going to be that woman. I want to be a mother first. And so
we need to talk about motherhood and being an actor. Okay. Like maybe that's a Mother's Day topic, girl.
Oh, definitely. That will be a Mother's Day.
Yes.
But, so I had put that on the background, but I was still in the back of my head worried about being ostracized as an actor. And eventually they opened up what they called the, I think they were the 9 ministries in Islam. And one of them was arts and cultures. And that's
beautiful.
when everything started to open up.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I was a little disgruntled because now you have this beautiful, and no, there's no shade to Neelam. There's no shade at all. I'm like, this is a great example for the up and coming generations who are in Islam to say, you can still do this and still wear your badge of honor with your hijab. But I was like, why couldn't I do that? Why was I being ostracized? And
I have an idea, because there were so many older people that were still much more traditional that you weren't allowed to. The ostracization, like you said, you would have been ostracized on such a level that you would have been shut out. And it is easier for the 30s and 20-year-olds. They got it a lot more easy because they have us as parents,
right?
And we're a little bit more open, so they're able to push the envelope and push the boundaries. And I don't know if they're thankful for the ground that has been paved for them, because it was not that easy.
It wasn't. And I was young, and I was in my 20s when pre-baby, and I was like, I want to do this, but they deterred me. So I went in.
The 90s was hardcore with that.
Oh God, they definitely. And I have no regrets. I don't, because one of the things about taking my time and with my talent is that I got to learn the business side of acting. And it also prevented me from going one way where was I chasing my talent? Was I going in there to be talent and to produce something versus was I chasing something to be a star and get fame?
Sure.
And I think in my younger years, there's a little more vanity in that.
Sure.
So it kind of grounded me. So in all that sense, I'm grateful, But I ran across this article. This was posted Saturday. No, I'm sorry. Is it posted? No. This was posted March 2019 by Dr. Khalid Zahir. And it says, what does Islam say about creativity and talents? And it says, we often admire the talent of singing, art, dancing, craft, making sports, etc. Does Islam appreciate its talents? Are such talents recognized under the light of the Quran or the Sunnah? And so there's, and it's more of there's a big question to it. It's a very long, I'm not going to read it. I just pointed out some things, but it said, the person who was writing this article wrote the answer, and it says, my answer to the question is contained in the following Quranic passage. I think this is Surah 7, 32 through 33. But it says, tell them, my Lord has only prohibited obscenity, whether it is manifest or hidden, the act of depriving others of their right, the tenacity of unjustified transgression against others, that you ascribe partners to God for which he has revealed no evidence, and that you say on behalf of God what you do not know. And then it says, I believe talents you have referred to in your questions are the categories of beauty of this life: music, good food, good voice, good looks, if not obscene, good scenery, etc. All are blessings of this life which God has created for us to benefit and enjoy from. These are God-given abilities. Unless we enjoy them, we will not be able to thank God properly for what he has given us. And when I read that, I was like, I know I'm not doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am acting because this was what I was born to do.
Yes.
And we come with various talents. Just some supersede others. Like, I write. So,
Well, and suppressing joy is not what life is about.
No.
So, not having those things like music and art and entertainment even just in your life, that's a huge outlet, and that's what life to me is about. Yeah. So, to suppress those things, I think that's when you find those miserable people
that's when you're in hell.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you guys don't believe hell.
That is hell.
That's hell.
Is
if
hell.
I can't do something I love,
Yes.
If I can't do
That's
something
so
I
true.
love, then I feel like I'm in hell. I've heard people. I think I was looking at The Breakfast Club. Have you ever heard The Breakfast Club? With,
the movie?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's a radio station.
No.
With
No, I haven't.
What's his name? What's his name, Mr. King? What's his
one?
from The Breakfast Club? The one they got.
Charlamagne
Charlamagne the God. Who else?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Patti LaBelle was on The Breakfast Club, and she was saying there a couple years back. She said she couldn't sing.
Okay, sure.
For something happened and she just couldn't sing. And it was a I don't know, 6 months or a while, but she wasn't able to sing for a long time. And then she said she prayed to God and she's like, if I can't sing, what's the point in being here?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? God blessed us with talents. We should be able to pursue them. How we pursue them is on us. That's what the cause and effect. If we pursue them to get gain and fame, that's our journey. But no one should tell someone what they can and cannot do.
Sure,
you know,
sure.
when it comes to their
Absolutely.
talent. You know, that's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I agree.
I want you to share some of the 7 principles about Unitarianism.
I did earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
I want you to expound a little bit more on them.
Well, actually, I'd like to expand on something else.
Yeah.
The other guiding principle that's in my life, and another reason why I'm non-denominational, is because I'm an astrologer, and I'm not a professional astrologer. Don't contact me for a reading. I only work on my own stuff. Absolutely, I'm very selfish.
Yeah.